t-test. First test you identified that test of significance or difference between sample mean and population mean. Further, today we will discuss about the test of significance or difference between two sample means here. Two sample items we are going to collect that. And that two samples we are going to have the mean values also here, mean values. Whether we are going to check that whether that two samples have a significant difference in the mean values or not, that we are going to check that here. That we are going to check that here. For that we have three different type of test statistic you are going to consider based on N1 and N2 values here. N1 and N2 values here. Yes, next one you see that here. Today we will discuss about some ideas here. Some ideas. Test of significance of test 2. Second test you are going to consider that here. Test of significance of difference between two sample means x1 bar and x2 bar of size n1 and n2 respectively. N1 and n2 respectively. Test of significance or difference between two sample means x1 bar and x2 bar of size n1 and n2 respectively here. For this type of test, we have the following test statistics here. We have the following test statistics based on N1 and N2 values. Based on N1 and N2 values. N1 and N2 values. We have the following test statistics. Different test statistics we are going to consider that here. Based on that, we have the test statistics. Right. Case 1 for the test statistic. Case 1. Suppose N1 is not equal to N2. N1 is not equal to N2. They have the different numbers here. Then test statistic is t is equal to x1 bar minus x2 bar whole divided by square root of n1 s1 square plus n2 s2 square whole divided by n1 plus n2 minus 2 of 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2. 1 by n1 of 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2. Suppose n1 not equal to n2, we have the test statistic t is equal to x1 bar minus x2 bar whole divided by square root of n1 s1 square plus n2 s2 square whole divided by n1 plus n2 minus 2 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2 here. With number of degrees of freedom with v is equal to n1 plus n2 minus 2 here. Because we are going to calculate variance for the first sample, variance for the second sample s1 square s2 square. They have the sizes n1 plus n2 here, n1 plus n2 with two restrictions here. Mean from the mean we are going to subtract here. Therefore, here is also from that mean we are going to subtract here. Therefore, minus 1 we can get here. Therefore, totally n1 plus n2 minus 2. N1 plus n2 minus 2 degrees of freedom. Degrees of freedom that we are going to consider here. This is for the case 1 when n1 not equal to n2. N1 not equal to n2. Similarly, case 2, suppose n1 equal to n2. N1 equal to n2. That value is equal to n. That value is equal to n. But they are independent. That two samples are independent. They are not related to any manner. They are not related to any manner. They are dependent. They are independent. They are independent here. Then the test statistic. The test statistic is given by T is equal to the same thing. You replace x1 n1 equal to n2 equal to n here. X1 bar minus x2 bar square root of s1 square plus s2 square whole divided by n minus 1. You can get it as a, this is the difference. If you substitute in the previous formula, n1 equal to n2 equal to n, you can get this result here with v is equal to, because both are n here, therefore n1 plus n1 is also n, n2 also n, therefore you can get this 2n minus 2 degrees of freedom, 2n minus 2 degrees of freedom, that you can get that. V is equal to 2n minus 2 degrees of freedom, that you can get that. Right. And the third case is they are equal, also dependent, that is the third case here. The case 3, suppose n1 equal to n2 equal to n, with they are the two samples here, with the two samples are related here, with two samples are related here, the two sample values are related with the two samples with the two samples are related, that is they are dependent, they are dependent in this case test statistic you are right here, in this case test statistic is t is equal to d bar whole divided by s by square root of n minus 1, d bar whole divided by s by square root of n minus 1. What about d bar here? D bar equal to summation di by n. What about di? Di is equal to xi minus yi. Di is equal to xi minus yi here. We are going to write the correlation. You have to find out the deviations of these two, where they are related here. For that, you have to identify this relation here. First, you have to correlate these two with the help of their deviations here. Di is equal to xi minus yi. After identifying di value, and you can get the average from that deviations. You have to get the average from that deviation. That is d bar. That is d bar here. Di is equal to xi minus yi. From that, you can get so on here. Where di is equal to so on. Similarly, s square. What is be s square here? S square is also the same type of idea. S square equal to that is also calculated from the deviations here. Sigma di square by n minus d bar square. Minus d bar square. It's like a variance formula. You know that summation xi square by n whole divided by x bar square, summation xi by n whole square here. Summation xi by n whole square. That formula you know that here. Therefore, here is also s square can be written like this case. Summation di square by n minus d bar square. That manner you can get that. For this is the third test statistic. If you use that, they are related. They are dependent. They are dependent to each other. N1 equal to N2 equal to N. In that manner, you can get that. Here, what about degrees of freedom? With V is equal to N minus 1 degrees of freedom. With V is equal to N minus 1 degrees of freedom. With V is equal to N minus 1 degrees of freedom, because we are calculating with the help of di values here. Di values here. For from d bar only, you have one restriction here. Therefore, degrees of freedom V is equal to n minus 1 degrees of freedom. So we have three different test statistics here. If you want to check the difference between two sample means, if you want to check the difference between two sample means here, x1 bar and x2 bar. First one is n1 not equal to n2. They have taken from the different populations like that here. Different population with different size values here. And then you can use the x1 bar minus x2 bar, n1 s1 square, n2 s2 square, plus n1 plus n2 minus 2 with the degrees of freedom like this here. Next one will be they are equal, sizes are equal, but they are not related at any case. They are not related at any case. They are independent here. They are independent here. Then you can get this idea here. X1 bar minus X2 bar, X1 square. Substitute in the previous formula, N1 equal to N2 equal to N. You can get this one here with the degrees of freedom 2N minus 2. Sizes are equal with sizes are equal with a dependent condition. They are dependent. They are dependent here. The sample results are taken from before and after in that manner. Before taking medicine, after taking medicine, that type of, but taken from the same persons here. Taken from the same persons. That type of problems, you can use this condition here. The samples before taking medicine, after taking medicine, that type of condition. Before and after, that type of conditions are there. But they are taken from the same set of people here. They are taken from the same set of people, and you can use this idea here. I can use this idea. But previous one is taken from the two different. One is taken from the a place of Chennai, 10 set of people. Another taken from the place of Madurai or Visakhapatnam and so on. But same 10 people here, same 10 people, but sorry, not same 10 people, different people, but same size here. Different people, same size here, but same size, but taken from the different people, and you can use this test statistic. You can use this kind of test statistic. Same people, same size, before and after means you can use this test statistic. You can use this test statistic. This idea you can follow. Okay, right. Yes, now we can see some problems based on this idea here. I can see some problems based on this idea. Right. Right. You see the first problem here, a sample of two types of electric bulbs. A sample of two types of electric bulbs were tested for length of life. The sample of two types of electric bulbs were tested for length of life, and the following data were obtained again. Tested for length of life, and following data were obtained. Two types of electric bulbs, first type and second type. First sample, second sample here. And the sizes of electric bulb tested here. First sample 8 electric bulbs, and the second sample 7. And their working hours, their working condition at average level 1234 hours here. Their working condition sample, second sample, at average working hours here 1236 here, 1236 hours here. And standard deviation is also given here. Standard deviation is also given. Plus or minus sigma we can use here. For that 36 hours for first sample, 40 hours for the second sample. The question is that, is the difference in the mean, sufficient to warrant that? The difference in the mean sufficient to warrant that type 2 bulbs are superior than type 1 bulbs here. Type 2 bulbs are superior than type 2 bulbs here. Because type 2 bulbs have the greater mean value, and also standard deviation values here, greater standard deviation value here. So from this mean value, we can sufficient to warrant that type 2 bulbs are superior than type 1 bulbs here. Type 1 bulbs here. Right. You see the data. N1 is 8, N2 is 7 here. N1 is 8 and N2 is 7 here. N1 is 8, N2 is 7. But both are not equal here. N1 not equal to N2. N1 not equal to N2. Correspondingly, X1 bar value, X2 bar value, S1 value, S2 value, all the values are given here. Therefore, N1 not equal to N2, you can use the first test statistic. For test statistic, you can use here first test statistic. Correspondingly, we can use it. What are the values are given? First, you write that here. What are the values are given? First, you write that here. In the first problem, problem 1 given N1 is 8. N2 is 7. N1 is 8, N2 7. X1 bar is 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. X2 bar equal to 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 6. 36, 40. 36, 40. And you see that here 36, 40. Yes. S1 standard deviation is given, therefore directly write S1, not S1 square, and S2 is 40. S2 is 40. Therefore these values are given here. These values are given, and also two sample means only given here. Two sample means is given. Therefore you have to adopt the test that difference between two sample means. You have to adopt the test of two. Second test you have to adopt here, and also sample size are less than 30. And therefore we can use small sample. With the two sample means test means you can follow t test here. You can follow t test here, or t test, and also n1 not equal to n2. You can follow first case. You can follow first case test statistic. Right. Now after identifying data here, you write a null and alternative hypothesis. Null hypothesis H naught. Null hypothesis H naught. What about your idea? It always that there is no significance between two sample means. No significance between two sample means. No significance between two sample means. Two sample means. What about the question they are asking here, whether type 2 bulbs are superior than type 1 bulbs here? Type 2 bulbs are superior than type 2 bulbs here. But based on null hypothesis, they are same. They are same here. Therefore, it is not like that here. Type 2 bulbs are not superior than type 1 bulbs. Type 1 bulbs. Not superior than type 1 bulbs. That will be the implicit meaning for with the help of null hypothesis. With the help of null hypothesis. Right. Similarly, alternative hypothesis H1. Alternative hypothesis H1. Alternative hypothesis H1. What about the alternative hypothesis H1? We are going to say that here. How can you choose here? X1 bar not equal to X2 bar, X1 bar greater than X2 bar, or X1 bar less than X2 bar. Anyone have the idea?
X1 bar less than X2 bar.
Yes, X1 bar less than X2 bar, because they are asking superiority. Superiority, therefore comparison we have to follow. There is some significance. Between two sample means. There is some significance between two sample means here. Implies what about the conclusion that type 2 bulbs is superior than type 2 bulbs are superior than type 2 bulbs are superior than type 1 bulbs. Type 1 bulbs. That is the meaning you can get that. Right. Because of X1 bar less than X2 bar is a right left tail test, but for T test you can use single tail or one tail or two tail. That is enough here. This test is a right tailed test. It's a left tailed test. Test is a left tailed test, but it is enough to mention single tail or one tail or two tail. No need of left and right here. That is test is a one-tailed test. Test is an one-tailed test. One-tailed test. That is enough here. One-tailed test. That is enough. There is no necessity of left or right. Left or right. Wait. Wait 1 minute. Monkeys are coming. Okay. Then one tail test, that is over here. Now we can move on to the test statistic. Test statistic. T is equal to X1 bar minus X2 bar whole divided by square root of N1 S1 square plus N2 S2 square whole divided by N1 plus N2 minus 2 of within square root you have to write 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2 within square root. Everything under square root. Everything under square root. N1 s1 square, n2 s2 square, and so on. Therefore, we can substitute each and every value here. You can substitute each and every value here. You see that here previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 6. The next page you can write that implies t is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 1, 2, 3, 6 whole divided by square root of n1 s1 square. n1 s1 square s1 is 3640. 3640 n1 s1 square plus n2 s2 square, n2 s2 square whole divided by square n1 plus n2 minus 2. n1 plus n2 minus 2 here. You can get it as 15 minus 2, 13. 15 minus 2, 13 of 1 by n1, 1 by n2. 1 by n1, 1 by n2. n1 plus n2 minus 2 and n1 s1 square, n2 s2 square. n2 s2 square. So in that manner, you can get that. Can anyone give the answer for t? T value?
Minus 0.9.
Minus 0.
Minus 0.094.
0.9.
0.09.
0.09.
48.
48. Okay. I think all of you getting the same answer. I think t is equal to minus 0.0948. Minus 0.0948. That relations you can get it. T is equal to this one here. T equal to this one. Okay. Then we have to consider the critical value. Critical value. Right. Now for one tail test. For one tail test. For one tail test and for alpha is equal to 5% LOS, 5% LOS. And what about degrees of freedom for this one here? And V is equal to degrees of freedom is N1 plus N2 minus 2 degrees of freedom, minus 2 degrees of freedom. That is equal to 13 equal to 13 degrees of freedom, 13 degrees of freedom, we have the critical value, from the table, critical value TV of alpha, TV of alpha, V is 13 degrees of freedom, alpha is 5%, but for one tail test, here. Therefore, what is the thing you can get here means from the table of values, T equal to 13 degrees of freedom, 13 degrees of freedom, degrees of freedom is 13 degrees of freedom. And the level of significance 5% for one tail test. Okay, one tail test, and 5% for level of significance 13 degrees of freedom. Your answer will be 1.771. 13 degrees of freedom and 5% level of significance. You can get the what value here? Critical value equal to 1.771 here. 1.771. 1.771. 1.771. This is the obtained value. This is TV of alpha, right? Implies next line. You can say that here implies modulus value of t equal to 0.0943. Previously 0.48. 48 here. 48 is less than TV of alpha. Less than that value is equal to 1.771. 1.771, that's equal to modulus value of TV of alpha. Modulus value of TV of alpha. For modulus value of T less than modulus value of TV of alpha. Modulus value of TV of alpha. What about your condition that accept H0? Accept H0 means type 2 bulbs are not superior than type 1 bulbs. Type 2 bulbs are not superior than type 1 bulbs. Type 2 bulbs are not superior than type 1 bulbs. That is the idea. I can get that. Yes, N1 not equal to N2. You can easily move on to the test statistic that x1 bar minus x2 bar and so on here, because obviously n1 not equal to n2, sizes are not equal here. And superiority you have to calculate, therefore you have to use alternative hypothesis as comparison formula, x1 bar less than x2 bar, x1 bar less than x2 bar. Yes. I think all of you understand this problem here. Okay. Then we move on to the next problem that is for, you can use test statistic 2 here. Test statistic 2. Yes. The next problem is that the mean height and standard deviation 8 randomly chosen soldiers are 166.9 and 8.29 centimeter respectively. The corresponding values of the randomly chosen sailors are 170.3 and 8.50 standard deviation respectively. Standard deviation, mean height and standard deviation are given here for soldiers and sailors. But the same type here, 8 randomly soldiers and similarly 8 randomly chosen sailors here. 8 randomly chosen sailors here. Based on these data, can we conclude that in general soldiers are shorter than sailors here? Based on this data, can we conclude that in general soldiers are shorter than sailors here? Both have a same size, n1 equal to 8 and n2 is also 8 here, but one is taken from the soldier, another one is taken from the sailors here. Therefore, they are not dependent. Therefore, you can use the test statistic as second one here. S1, x1 bar, x2 bar, s1 square root of n minus 1. N minus 1 with 2n minus 2 degrees of freedom here. You can use the test statistic like this here, and with the degrees of freedom v equal to 2n minus 2 here. 2n minus 2. That type of thing you can get that here. Yes. Now take the data from the given problem here. What are the values are given? You write one by one, and we can check about the answers here. N1 equal to N2 equal to 8. X1 bar 166.9, X2 bar 170.3, S1 8.29, S2 8.50. Right, you can write that N1 equal to second problem. N1 equal to N2 equal to 8, X1 bar given here, and X2 bar. X1 bar is 166.9, 170.3, 166.9, 170.3. X2 bar is 170.3. S1 standard deviation is given. Standard deviation directly given here. That will be 8.29, 8.50, 8.29, 8.50, 8.50. X1 bar and X2 bar. That two values are given here. And we can use the alternative, null and alternative hypothesis here. Null hypothesis H0, that is equal to x1 bar equal to x2 bar. X1 bar equal to x2 bar. No significance between two sample mean values. Two sample mean values here. Implies what about the idea you can get here? No significance between two sample mean values, but question is that soldiers are shorter than sailors. That manner they are asking here, but you are saying that both are equal here. Therefore, soldiers are not shorter than sailors. Soldiers are not shorter than sailors. That will be the conclusion you can get here. Similarly, alternative hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis H1, what manner you can choose here? Where they are using the comparison idea, what type of thing you can get there?
x1 bar greater than x2.
x1 bar less than, that values are less than, x1 bar less than x2 bar, there is some significance. Between two sample means. Two sample means implies here this is for soldiers, this is for sailors here. Implies soldiers are shorter than sailors. Soldiers are shorter than sailors in general. That manner thing. For test is a one tail test. For T test, it is enough to consider one tail or two tail only here. Two tail only. So in that manner, you can get that. Implies test is a one tail test. One tail test. Now test statistic you have to calculate. Test statistic. T is equal to x1 bar minus x2 bar whole divided by s1 square plus s2 square whole divided by n minus 1. Whole divided by n minus 1. Implies you can write all the t values, sorry, x1, x2 values here. 166.9, 170.3, 166.9, 170.3. And whole divided by s1 square. S1 is 8.29, 8.50, 8.29, 8.50, 8.29, 8.50 square. Whole divided by both are n equal to 8 here. 8 minus 1, 7. 8 minus 1, 7. 170.3. What about value or value?
0.7557.
7557. Correct? 0.7557.
0.757, sir.
7.
6. 0.7576.
7576. 7576.
Yes, sir. Minus 0.7.
Minus. Minus 0.7576. Minus 0.7576 here. That you can adopt here. Now, what about critical value? You have to identify again. Now, for one-tailed test, for general alpha is equal to 5% LOS, and for degrees of freedom, number of degrees of freedom, V is equal to here 2n minus 2. 2n minus 2 here. Therefore, 2n is 16 minus 2, 14. 8 is 8 here. Therefore, 16 minus 2, 14 degrees of freedom. 14 degrees of freedom, comma, critical value TV of alpha, T 14 degrees of freedom, and alpha is 5% only, 5% degrees of freedom. T 14 0.05, T 14 0.05. 14 degrees of freedom and 0.05 here. 1.761. 1.761. 1.761. Right. So this is point and so on. Right. 0.7576. 1.761. So it implies modulus value of T that is equal to 0.7576 is less than 1.761. 1.761. That is equal to modulus value of TV of alpha. Implies modulus value of T less than modulus value of TV of alpha, except H naught. accept X naught. Implies soldiers are not shorter than sailors. Soldiers are not shorter than sailors in general. Ah, that will be the idea we can. Here both are same. N1 equal to N2, N1 equal to N2, but taken from two different type of persons here. One is from soldiers, another one is from sailors here. Therefore, you can use second test statistic. You can use the second test statistic. The help of that we can proceed. The help of that we can proceed here. That comes here. Okay. Right. Then move on to the third problem here. Third problem. You see that here, the following data relates to the marks obtained by the students in two tests. The following data relates to the marks obtained by the students in two tests, one held at the beginning of the year and the other at the end of the year. One held at the beginning of the year and other at the end of the year after intensive coaching. After intensive coaching here. So one held at the beginning of the year, another held at the end of the year after intensive coaching. But the sample results are taken from the same set of people. Same set of people of 10 students maybe here. Yes, 11 students here. 11 students here. The same set of people they have taken. One is before coaching, another one is after coaching. Here, after coaching. And the question is that do the data indicate that the students have benefited by coaching? Do the data indicate that the students have benefited by coaching? Therefore, we are going to check whether this data gives the good information about the coaching or not here. That type of manner you can get it. But data taken from the same set of students here with the same size also here, N1 equal to N2, N1 equal to one is before coaching, another one is after coaching. Therefore, we can use third test statistic T is equal to D bar by S by square root of N minus 1. S by square root of N minus 1. That test statistic you can follow here. That test statistic you can follow. Therefore, that you can get the answer. Anyway, if you want to identify D bar, S and so on, these are the Xi and Yi value. Suppose we treat it as Xi and Yi value here. From this Xi and Yi, you have to calculate Di. You have to calculate Di values here. Di is equal to Xi minus Yi. In that manner, you can get that. Right there. You see that here, N1 equal to N2. N1 equal to N2, that is equal to 11. 11 set of students here. 11 set of students here. Both are same, but data taken from the same set of students. The data is taken from the same set of students. Therefore, the values are dependent. They are dependent. The data is dependent on one here. Therefore, you have to calculate first of all Di. You have to calculate first of all Di here. Di is equal to Xi minus Yi. Di is equal to Xi minus Yi. That already you know that here. Because of the third test statistic here. Therefore, Xi minus Yi can get 2, minus 1, minus 4, 0, minus 3, here minus 3, and then 18 minus 22 minus 4, 0, minus 2, 3, minus 3, and then it will be 1, 20 and 19. 20 and 19, 1. So these Di values are you obtained here. Then you can calculate D bar. You can calculate D bar value. D bar equal to summation Di by N. D bar equal to summation D, average value. Average value from the deviations. Average value from the deviation. That you can get add all the values and divide by 11. Divide by 11. You can get 11 by minus 11 by 11. You can get minus 1. Now you have to calculate S, standard deviation about the from the deviations. that will be summation di square by n and whole minus d bar whole square. Summation di square by n minus d bar square minus d bar square. In that manner, you can get that. Then square each and every value. Square each and every value, and then divide by total number here. Add and divide by total number, and then similar d bar already you know that minus 1 or minus or minus 1 square. Therefore, you can get s square equal to 5.272. Correspondingly, s value equal to 2.296. S is equal to 2.296. That value you can get. Then move on to the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis. Null and the alternative hypothesis. Null hypothesis here, there is no significance between two sample means here. But sample means you are calculated with the help of d bar. You are calculated with the help of d bar. When can you say that the two sample means x bar and y bar? Two sample means x bar and y bar are same if their deviations are equal to 0 here. But deviation mean equal to 0 here. But d bar calculated from xi bar minus yi bar. That type of idea. You can xi minus yi here. From that you can get that here. Therefore here, instead of writing x bar and y bar equal to y bar, you write it as d bar equal to 0 here. Then only you can say that they are equal here. D bar is xi minus yi form. So xi minus yi. From that you are getting the complement. Mean value. Therefore d bar equal to 0. You can get x bar equal to y bar. This is not xi yi. This is x bar. This is x bar equal to y bar. X bar equal to y bar, not xi yi here. X bar equal to y bar. Implies no significance between two sample means here. No significant two sample means one is taken from before coaching, another one is after coaching here. Therefore, students are not benefited by coaching here. Your implicit meaning is that students are not benefited by coaching. Alternative hypothesis H1 that you got to put here. Alternative hypothesis H1 that you got to put. But H1 they are asking that whether students benefited by coaching or not here. Whether students benefited by coaching or not. If it is benefited by coaching means we must have improved that value, mean value. Benefited by coaching means that we must have improved mean value after the intensive coaching here. Yes, based on that x bar and y bar, you can say that here. Based on that x bar and y bar, you can say that here. For benefited by coaching means you see that what about d bar value you are getting here? What about the d bar value you are getting here? D bar is you are getting as a minus 1. D bar is minus 1. Minus 1 means less than 0. Getting d bar is equal to minus 1, that is equal to less than 0. But obviously that d bar is obtained by xi minus yi. Xi minus yi, that average values you are getting here. For xi minus yi, from that you can get di. That is summation di by n less than 0 here. Summation xi minus yi less than 0. That manner you can get that here. Therefore, you can get correspondingly x bar less than y bar. Correspondingly, summation xi by n less than summation yi by n. That relation you can get here. Therefore, x bar less than y bar. Based on the d bar value. But x bar is before coaching, y bar is after coaching here. Now, from that d bar value, identify that after coaching value is greater than that of before coaching value, average values are. Therefore, students are benefited by coaching. Therefore, implicit meaning is that for this type of problem only, you have to move with the help of d bar. You have to move with the help of d bar because d bar only you know that. Students are benefited by coaching. Students are benefited by coaching. That type of idea you can. Therefore, test is an one-tailed test. You can get the test is an one-tailed test here because this is less than. Where we are going to compare here. We are going to compare. The test is an one-tailed test. And then comparison only you can say that it is benefit you are getting or not. Right. Therefore, test statistic can be written as t is equal to d bar by s by square root of n minus 1. D bar by s by square root of n minus 1. And correspondingly, you can get these values and t value equal to minus 1.377 based on the convention. For alpha is equal to 5% LOS, V is equal to here n minus 1 degrees of freedom here. N is 11, total set is 11 here, therefore 11 means 10 degrees of freedom. And for one-tailed test, one-tailed test, critical value equal to TV of alpha and T10 of 0.05, T10 of 0.05. That you can get it from the table. Table of values give 1.81. So this is calculated value. This is from the table value. Then you see that compare these two values here. You identified that calculated value is less than that of table value. Table value here. For mod T less than modulus of TV of alpha here. So we can accept H naught here. Accept H naught means what about your implicit meaning here? And there is no benefit in the coaching. Students are not benefited by coaching because D bar equal to 0. Only there is no significance here. Xi bar you can get Y bar. X bar equal to Y bar, that you can get here. X bar equal to Y bar. Therefore, both the mean values are same. After coaching and before coaching, mean values are same. That type of idea you can get here. Therefore, students are not benefited by coaching. Students are not benefited by coaching. That type of idea. For in this way, we can adopt third test statistic. Third case test statistic D bar by S by square root of n minus 1 because of the sample values are from the same set of people. The sample values are from the same set of people. One is before coaching and one is after coaching. After coaching, therefore, you can adopt third test statistic with the help of D bar equal to so on. Yes, that value can. D bar calculated with the help of the deviation between Xi and Yi. Xi and Yi. In that manner, you can. These are the test statistic idea with the help of three statistics. Three type of test statistic you can adopt. One is totally not equal. N1 not equal to N2, but N1 equal to N2 but equal to N, but they are from the different set of people. You can adopt this test statistic here. Third one is same set of people, but one is before and after. That type of idea. You can adopt this test statistic. Right. In this way, you can calculate what test hypothesis of the given the difference between two sample means. That way you can get it. I think all of you understand the idea about the test 2. And tomorrow in the next class here I will give some exercise problem for you, and the T test